Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right in my living room, doing what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 really live by storytelling, story with a message in the story for life. Well, this is an educational lesson. Still good for life, but yeah. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment. Right thinkers, that's the goal. That's what you come to do. That's what I aim to do for you. Give you just that. Okay? The question, know thyself, is important. You can go from one to the other, but you need to know who you are. That's important. A person who knows not and knows not that they even know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not but know that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. Person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. Got you. A person who knows and knows that they know, wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers. Know thyself. And to Mayat, be true. See, I use the scales on a regular basis because we can learn a little bit about Mayat eventually. I don't give you a few lessons about that, but she's a very important goddess. But today we're going to talk about right thinkers. I want to bring you up to speed. A lot of people are starting to tune in to check me out and give my lessons. So I want to give you a little background on the philosophy and the principles, right thinking principles and philosophy. Okay, what right thinkers represent, what right thinking means according to me, the master of it. I'll break it down for you. Hopefully you'll understand. Here we go. Right thinkers, philosophy, and principles. Right thinking is a way of life whose origins is from the ancient Egyptian mystery system, a la Egyptian yoga. Okay? Samatwa, Shita, Neta, all these is concepts that the Egyptians used to name what they did. It's a byproduct of the study of the Commentarian principles, aka I'm a sage of the Egyptian yoga. Again, mystery system because the foreigners came in, and to them it was a mystery. To us, it was a way of life. Which the principles of, we called it, she taught Netta, I call it right thinking, philosophy. Okay? Same thing, just different name because it's under my tutelage now and it's not verbatim from she taught Netta's concepts. Pretty much the same views, but a little twist and turn here, hence right thinking. That's the difference. Okay? Now, I have reached mastery of Egyptian yoga concepts, aka Shita Netta, aka I call it right thinking philosophy. Alright? Right thinking philosophy, excuse me. Shita Netta means hidden God. Amun, the hidden one. After every prayer, you use that acronym. Amen. Yeah, he's the hidden God. Everybody knows that. Moving on. Right thinking philosophy goal is to attain, as a right thinker, your goal is to obtain what they call the great awakening. We call it spiritual awakening. The name is Nihas. Okay? Spiritual awakening. Spiritually aware of who you are. That's what's important as a right thinker. Know thyself is the ultimate goal of right thinking philosophy. You want to know who you are. I have the tools and the means to make that happen for you. That's the key. Okay? Right thinking, aka Shita Netta, is really a way of life. I keep telling you this, not a religion, but if practiced every day, I guess it's considered religion, but it's something you do on a day-to-day basis. I call it a way of life. They did too, okay? Knowing thyself is the highest endeavor in life for right thinkers. That's our goal, to know ourselves with the tools that are set forth. And as a master of self, I've learned and lived these principles myself. That's how it's done, personally, as far as I'm concerned. I'm only teaching you what I know. I learned mine over a 30-year period, so I know a few things. Okay, that's all. Right thinkers are on what we call the psycho-spiritual journey in life. We call once you're born into the world on a time, a level of time, you can't go back. You have to go forward. Time don't stop. Time don't go back. It moves forward. Get with the movement or you will get run over in life. That's how it's done. But cycle is all about the mental concept, understanding from a spiritual level. Knowledge is the key for right thinkers. I heard somewhere say, my people will be destroyed through lack of knowledge. Well, my people should be enlightened with what? Knowledge. That's what I'm giving you. I call my concepts right thinking. My goal is to lead you to spiritual enlightenment for yourself. All I want you to do is know who you are. That's it. Open your third eye. Okay? Now, I believe knowing thyself is knowing the truth, aka divine knowledge. Having knowledge of God. I call it being God conscious. Christians call it being prayed up. Whatever you call it, if you don't have God in your mix, you never mix. Okay? That's the ingredient for spirituality. It's all about God. Religious dogma profess that. Spirituality, you live it. The experience. Okay? Life, that psycho-spiritual journey, we all have to take for ourselves. The time you come out the womb, from that point on, showtime. Okay, conceptually. Your goal in life is to discover yourself through gaining knowledge of self. It's been laid out. I wear the pyramids for a reason. Excuse me. I signify the eye for a reason. All these are symbolic messages. If you see me, you know they gotta know something. Yeah, but that's fine. I appreciate that. When you know yourself, you have empowered yourself with what? Knowledge of self. That's where the power lies. Manifesting the knowledge that you obtain, using it on a day-to-day basis and getting better like your boy is power. Okay, I'm just saying. Gaining, in order for you to reach self-mastery, right living is the way to go. Every day you do what you're supposed to do. You get done the things you need to be done. You give your praise and respect and do the things you have to do for yourself. Life will be fine. Trust me. I become a master right thinker after I conquer my ego, aka set. I keep trying to explain to you modern times. We think the ego is a good thing, the alter ego. The ego needs to be controlled. Ego has to be corralled. It has to be put in check. If not, it will run you, destroy you. Simple as that. That's what destroy us are. Okay? Ego. Where we at? Okay. Next one is right thinking. Right thinking's great truths. Got a few of them. Let's start with the first one. The definition of Netta, aka God. The supreme being is the one, alone, the manifester, the creator of all. Everything emanates from him. Amen. Ra Putta, the Trinity, the original Trinity. The Nebinger, the all-encompassing deity. He is the all. All is he. I am is the great one, and the spirit of is in us is from him. So we're all connected to him. Like the water from the ocean is part of the ocean. Okay, conceptually. As a sage, aka a master teacher of right thinking philosophy of the Egyptian mystery system, I just dressed it up, polished it off a little bit. Now I'm giving it to you. Y'all seem to like it. Trust me, I know it's a good thing. I appreciate you tuning in and taking it. Here we go, my girl. Mayat represents balance, truth, order, justice, reciprocity, and all laws of nature. Balance. You see me do this. Mayat represents balance, understanding what to do and what should you do. Spiritual discipline keeps you on the straight and narrow. Ego sends you on the path of self-serving. Okay, egotistical actions are basically done on the self-serving side. Men and women are ego driven. Don't get it twisted. Oh, I have an ego. Yes, you do. You identify with yourself. That's your ego. Trust me. Good understanding. The lack of Maya in your life, which is order, justice, all the things, divine understanding of what things should be. You will have what I call fetters, self-inflicted problems because of ignorance. We suffer because we're ignorant. Understand that. That's why knowledge is such a big, important weapon to have as a people. We need to be knowledgeable. Right thinking's philosophy is having devotion to God all the time without being a fanatic. I'm a servant, obedient, God fearing man. I'm not a fan of God. Okay? I ain't going there. Right thinkers are working on controlling what? Their emotions, aka their ego. Your feelings, your emotions, they drive you. And if you let that drive you, you are going to have problems. That's what I'm saying. Right thinkers learn to speak makaru. That means truth. That means honesty and speaking from the heart. If you're shady, if you're deceitful, you can't speak makaru. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And I don't care if you're perpetrating a man of the cloth, preacher, if you ain't speaking from the heart, you're not speaking makaru. Right thinkers learn to penetrate what they call the veil of ignorance. The third eye will open up that veil. You can pierce the veil with the third eye being awakened. Nothing less than that, but that's what it means, okay, symbolically. Right thinkers, we follow the 42 negative confessions of Maya. I have it on the wall over there. Yeah. When I first started doing this over 20 years ago, I was real bad. Wasn't even close. Okay? Now I go on the list and I'm proficient and I'm good on every one of them. That's improvement. That's right thinking philosophy. That's called changing for the better. Okay? With knowledge. Okay? You manifest it by living it on a day-to-day basis. Last one, I'm wrapping up. Again, I appreciate you. Right thinkers are living Maya, aka right thinking philosophy, on a day-to-day basis and speaking Makaru, purifying their heart, getting prepared for Judgment Day. In this life, you get prepared for that all your life because from the cradle to the grave, you obtain knowledge, you live and do the right thing for yourself. That's the ticket. That's what I'm telling you. I'll be back. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I got more lessons.